brought my stuff up here because I don't recognize the staff. So, sketchy area. Anyway, I'm trying to make this adult size. To quote Prince Andrew. So, I know. Who knew, right? That kids are so flirty. Anyway. Little sexy bitches. Anyway, I would never open with that in a comedy club. Anyway, but because you guys are special, I felt I could share it. That's the whole, it's a special night, isn't it? Welcome back. And it's interesting, you know, I'm in mourning actually, that's why I'm wearing mostly black. I'm queer, so I have to wear a flash of color. But, or else they take my membership card away from me, but I'm wearing, because some Mormon people, namaste, you may have read about this. 9 Mormons died in the northern part of Mexico yesterday, right, in a drive-by shooting or some sort of thing. And 2 women, which means that at least one husband lost wives. And, luckily they're replaceable, that's the bright side. But anyway, kids died, so it's not a total loss. But it is strange, isn't it? How religion has just become so fundamentally dangerous for everybody. I live around the corner, actually, and the largest mosque in Britain, as most of you know, is right down the road. And I don't mind, right? All those hot guys on their knees with their asses in the air 5 times a day. I know. At least they slip off their sandals first. It's so thoughtful. Much more than I'm willing to do, but they've been putting all this, if you know Weavers Field right here, there's all these posters in Weavers Field. Make East London a gay-free zone. Get the gays out. I think I'm out enough, really. Jesus. Working my gay ass off up here. Any more out, I'd be a Catholic priest, I'd be pushing back. But religious people kill each other all the time. It's nothing new, is it, right? Some Mormon guy just died on death row in the U.S. because he killed his family. He heard voices that told him as a Mormon man he's got to kill his... The voices are always mean, aren't they? They're never nice voices. They never say, good dancing, do they? They always say, right? Kill, kill, kill. Or if you grew up in the Catholic Church, everybody's a fuckwit. Everybody's mean. Everybody's horrible. Any surviving... I spent 12 years in the Catholic Church, and this priest never came near me. I'm still very bitter about that. I'm going to sue that church, and my husband's evangelical. I know. It's not just his drag name. He believes that shit. I try to joke him off the ledge, but he's Brazilian, so he takes it all so seriously. Since they lost the last World Cup, he's very angry, and all this religious fundamentalism he takes out on me back there. Oh my God! He pounds away at me. Jesus! Jesus is right. He's banging away. It's like a crime scene back there. It's sort of staring at me. It's like CSI My Hole. But anyway, they talk about blood splatters. But I do wonder what they're all. I know that was. Too much. That was where you draw the line? I'm like, honey, what are you so angry about? I'm held against my will. Ouch. What do you, hashtag me too. What do you, don't. And, what is he angry about? The Christians won, in a way, right? Jesus is still being talked about. He's still selling out rooms, for fuck's sake. We all love Jesus, in a way. You must. I mean, he's by far the hottest Jew on a stick. You know, it's not a happy story, because he died so young, but let's say, at least in the end, he got nailed. You know, actually... No. It's not the Jew's fault he forgot his fucking safe word. The point is... We're almost there. Hold on. Breathe. What's Mary up to? Look, I'm just saying. Everything's a fetish. Also, we all have to, you have to admit, they're stories for children. Really, they are, aren't they? Are there any radical Muslim fundamentalists? They're always dying for attention. If there are, stop killing strangers, it's rude. But they don't see it like there's a veil. You know, the thing is, every prick has an excuse. Also, you know, I guess I'm nervous because my husband talks about religion a lot. And he's very traditional, like I said, Brazilian. And he wants to have kids. Oh, I know. I can't have children. I want nice stuff. And I can't keep a plant alive. Look, I want to keep my throw rugs white. I can't have kids. I have travel plans. The thing is, in a way, I pity pedophiles. I do, in a way. Because, well, I do, because have you talked to an adolescent? At least dogs like peanut butter. I mean, kids just go on and on. I could never be a pedophile. I don't have the storage space. Although, at least pedophiles drive slowly around schools, so that's good, right? Abide that law, but I have to be nice, right? Because my husband with the wanting of children, and we have to. The gays are everywhere, right? We're diplomatic now, right? We're part of you, right? We're all over the place. We're here, and no, we are. So you just get hit on by gay men all the time, do you? Do you get hit on by gay men a lot? Do you? No. It's a big night for you, then, isn't it? Oh, you're with the lady. Well, that means you're available. And that's like go to the Middle East, right? Somebody's got to suck it. You go there, and they tell you be careful. They cut off your head. When they get cut off your head, they fucking give you head in Dubai. They can't keep their fucking hairy knuckles off one another. They cannot get laid until they're like 35, and I'm just there, you know. And they're all like ladies in waiting in long white tunics. They all shave their balls. I know. Make them oral friendly. Don't ask how you know that. I just did. All the hotels have marble floors, but you go there, and there's no women around. Like a bomb blew off, and all the women died. Kind of a perfect world, but you see that. I mean, a quiet world. Where things get done on time without excuses. You know, where, you know. There's no multitasking because that doesn't really exist. You know, a world where you can drive as fast as you like, where oddly everyone is equally paid. And, right? Very woke world, but anyway, you see that, and you think, why can't these guys just say that they prefer the company of other men? Oh well, war's over, put your guns down, we're all winners, right? I'm a hairy-ass Muslim cock-sucking motherfucker. The whole world loves cock, even lesbians love cock, they just hate themselves, and it sells, it's the smell. Anyway, the point I'm making is, and they can't help it, they can't. So they say. Anyway, women do go on. The point I'm making is, I don't want to feel like I fit in. I always wanted to be on the edge. That's why I got married, to be different in a way, to piss people off, right? Because I got married years ago, before you kind of could, really, in the US. And they got legal over there, so we rushed over to piss people off, to give it to the man. I mean, you know, give it to the man. But also, to make people, I got married to my husband because I wanted to annoy people. He married me because he's in love with me. It's awkward. And his family doesn't know that he's queer. I know. I know. In Brazil, they have no idea. It's long. I know it's far. But are they blind? For fuck's sake. I dress him nicely. I mean, hello. I insist on Paul Smith. It's a height thing, actually. Anyone can afford it. Well, not anyone, but we all try. It looks like someone threw up on you, but we all try. I'd still come on your back. We all try, just to improve the look, but we would all, right? Probably wouldn't see it though, but anyway. And he calls me from his mother's room near Sao Paulo. He's like, Capurro, I'm not gay in Brazil. What do you mean, honey? I don't think about being gay in Brazil. Honey, you have butt fucked me all over the UK. All right, Capurro, I'm only gay in the UK, which to me sounds like a delicious Neil Diamond comeback song. Really, it's better to come out to tell people, then all the lies make sense. You know. The Pilates classes, the dry cleaning you've never really picked up. It all makes sense. There's no point. My mother outed me and myself, poolside in California, 1981. How she knew, I have no idea. Okay, fuck you people. I don't know. She had on a brown bikini, and so did I. But I had known since I was 5, you know. I mean, the whole world has little gay kids running around. What's the point of resisting it, right? I mean, I've been in comedy for 24 years, and people will not let Louis C.K. play in this country right now. Louis C.K., you may know, is a comic from America. You may know that, right? Really, if you don't know, he got in trouble for some sexual harassment because he answered the door to his hotel room with a heart on every time a woman knocked. Well, some of us have been there, I guess. And when they came in the room, he jacked off into a plant. And everyone's worried, but the plant is fine. It's thriving, actually. And some comics, they've blocked him from, the comics on Facebook have blocked him from coming to this country. I think they should give the audience their decision to go to see Louis C.K. whether or not they want to see it. And until they supply a safe space for LGBTIQ plus performers like myself in Sheffield, then we can make the fucking decision. Right? They say it's not, right? Are there any people from Sheffield here tonight? Any cunts? I was there, and there was Sheffield Gay Pride, which lasts for about 30 seconds. And the garage door opened, someone yells, "I'm gay," and the door closes again. But anyway, most of the population don't give a fucking toss, but some people, they still care, you know, and they still think that gay men are meant to behave in a certain way, and not... They prefer them closeted and hiding it because they can. Well, some of them can, but I'm wearing a cashmere cardigan on a Tuesday. I don't have to hide it. This is just who I've always been. When I was 5, I wanted a cock in my mouth so bad I could taste it. I was 5. It tastes defiant at that age. I mean, now, you know, it's the same old thing. But then, it was different every time. I was one of those kids you meet, you know, little black bow tie, shiny shoes, plaid trousers, striped t-shirt. But I made it happen with jazz hands. All my stories had punchlines, right? I used to dance with my mother because women love dancing with their little gay sons between divorces. I was one of the kids. You meet at a wedding, you think that little one, he's going to suck cock in 10 years. And I'm like, oh, my weight. I wanted it. I was so thirsty. And I met my stepmother, who just died, actually. We had her cremated, my stepmother, after she died. Because we're not German. So she is, too soon. She's in a jar, but eat around her. She finally serves a purpose. But she's, I meant to say lost. We lost her. Americans don't say died. It's too brutal. We lost her. Like we drove her to a shopping mall and drop, and never saw her again. We tried that so many times, but she was crowded back in her shriveled little lungs. But don't worry, it's not the lung cancer that killed her. It's being bigoted and having stairs in the house. So, anyway, yes, it drives a new Toyota. Anyway, so she's, you know, new to me. Anyway, the point is, that's why I went on the road to Sheffield to deal with the grief of my stepmother dying, right? I thought I could go play with the Sheffieldians, right? They'll get it, right? They're strong, you know, salt of the earth type people, but they were so fucking everyone's so touchy now. I don't know, there's a Ginger coming on earlier, pity him for that, but he did go on and on. About what's right and wrong. The point is, when you're out there, it's not always that easy. Like, you want to put forward something that's positive about who you are, but it doesn't really always work out that way. And I've known to hide some of who I am since the very beginning. When I met my stepmother at 5, right, the one who just kicked it, right? She's a waitress. She told me, I'm a waitress. It was all about her. 5-year-old, right? Lights pointing toward me, but it was all about her. She saw me as a fucking threat in some way, right? She did. She's like, you know, gay men, at whatever age, are the punchline to any office joke still. And she said to me, she could tell, and she's like, I'm a waitress, and I don't serve faggots. She said that to me, I don't serve faggots. I know. The things that offend you when you're 5, it's so weird. Other things you pay a hooker 50 pounds to whisper in your ear when you're about to turn 57. But You know, 57 is like 12 at the Vatican. But anyway, she said, wait. I don't serve, and then she dropped the N-bomb in front of me, and I don't serve niggers either. I know. I was 5. I was so offended. I was dating a black guy at the time, but I didn't know he was black. We met during nap time, and he asked me out. I couldn't say no. I thought his people have suffered enough. Also, when he tied me up in the schoolyard, it felt like payback time. The thing is, we all do what we can, I guess. And having children is not on my list of things that I need to do. But I know I see people about their kids. I have to be, right? I see them on the street all the time. I see you out with your children. Who's this that just appeared next to you? Were you here earlier? I didn't see you're leaning forward now. That's why I see you more. Do you know this guy?
I don't know this guy.
Oh, all right.
I'm not a fan of his shirt either.
Oh, right. The audience started heckling each other again. Should I start that? See, he likes the shirt. All right, back the fuck off. That's what I said. I see people over their kids. I'm like, oh, your son. I don't know what to say, right? I gotta be nice, diplomatic. I'm like, oh, he's so handsome. Which sounds creepy coming from me, right? I get that. I know. I ramble because I'm nervous. I'm like, can I hold him? Like, well, he's 8. Right. Can I hold a part of him? I don't know. I'm just trying to fit in. I don't want. Like applesauce. I don't want children because I'm afraid they'll be flawed. Not just like you fuckers, right? Not lactose intolerant. I'm afraid you're in the shadow. You know what I fucking mean, right? Like really flawed. Like what if he's gay? A little gay pops out. And he's hot. I don't need the competition. I don't want him to need to live his life using his humor as a self-defense mechanism, right? That's what I've had to do, right? I've had to ignore so much shit. Not on a comedy stage, just the audiences are great, but back there in the green room, where comics attack each other just for who they are, it's too much, right? I don't want to put a child through that. And what if they're really flawed, like they can't defend themselves, you know what I mean? But, what if they're, American, or what if? What if they're, I can't look after myself. I can't deal with someone who's got real issues. Like, and a lot of people feel this way. Don't get all quiet and judgy, you fuckers, after all you've been through tonight. Seriously, 90% of Down syndrome embryos are, aborted. 90%, which makes sense why the 10% who survive are always smiling. Right? And they got huge cocks, you know this, right? Because the blood's not rushing to the brain, it's got to go somewhere, right? Like, Prince Harry, it's good in a way. Because they humble us, right? They remind us how lucky we are to be who we are, to have comedy, to have a chance to fuck with one another. That's what Carpet Bombing Iraq is all about. So we can... It kind of is, really. So we have the freedom to make fun of each other at every chance otherwise we've lost. It's all over, right? I mean, Boris Johnson, I like his initials. I don't like, no, I'm not crazy about his politics, but they're all, I don't know. I don't know where my husband and I go. I'm living here on an Italian passport. I get the hint. At some point in the near future, I'm gonna have to fuck right off, pack my Gucci and fly away, but I'm gonna take the Italian food recipes with me, so good luck with those canned baked beans and dry toast. You pale, flabby cuntards. I don't know where we're gonna go, somewhere away from that shirt, obviously, but I don't know where. Could go to Brazil, that's a thriving comedy scene with my husband, meet his family. Hi, I'm a friend. Or we could go to the US. I don't like the wall. I don't mind the wall in Ireland because the Irish need to work. I just don't think the wall in America is gonna work because Mexicans can build doors. And they're not shooting Mormons. And they've all got ladders, 3 to a truck. I I think what Trump is trying to do is expel everyone from America who's not white, which is so weird because, he's orange. But I'm one of those Americans who didn't vote for him, like most of the country. I like it that he goes to Malaysia to deal with the North Koreans, which he does like every few months. I keep hoping his plane will break down. The only way home, Malaysian Air. Ooh, 3 times the charm. Look, it's just... His mother's Scottish born, he goes to Scotland a lot. And surely there's a grassy knoll there that can spare for 5 fucking minutes. I just don't know what's gonna happen next. That's the part that disturbs me the most. There's nothing predictable anymore. We just don't know. That's why I think my family is, my husband's the most important thing to me, I guess. And I seem to be to him. He asked me some odd questions the other day, though. You want to know what the flat is worth that we own around the corner? I found it hard answering that question with his hands wrapped around my neck, but but I'm glad he finally has a narrative he can call his own. The thing is, we have to go back to the US, which I don't like doing, right? We have to find a place to dump my stepmother's ashes. And it's not as easy as it sounds because they're all so precious about the organic gardens in California. Well, what's left of them. They're all so precious of the organic gardens. And it's strange, we stopped when we were there before at a petrol station. And I'm so used to being here where I can pass for heterosexual that this front row is the best you can do. When I'm in well, like in Sheffield, this guy left the stage while I was on stage. This Muslim, I thought he was Muslim. I thought he was. I'm like, dude, calm down. He's right in the hot seat where you're seated, except that he was hot. He was right there. Katie, you're totally rapey. He was right there. And I mentioned the Quran out of respect because I wanted to write some jokes about it. And he was very touchy about that text. And he jumped up, right? I'm like, dude, unwrap your head, live a little. I found out later he might have been Indian. I'm like, oh God, we probably talked on the phone. But for that moment... And he jumped up and wrapped his hand around me. This is where it got tricky, because how could you... I thought he was mad about cultural stuff or about my being queer. How could you make fun of gay men? I'm like, what? He said, how could you make fun of Sheffield, gay pride? How could you make fun of gay men this weekend of all weekend? How could you come here and satirize, humiliate gay men? I said, sir, if you remove your hand, I think you'll find that I happen to be gay myself. And he said, no, you're not. I'm like, oh my God. I'm healed. Leave it to my community to fix me, right? Bring on the pussy. I fingered a girl once. I did. It's a human experience, like taking a shit or breathing. I can do it. We fight wars. I can handle this. She's like, finger me. I'm like, you. And she said, no, dig around in my southern kitchen, motherfucker. So I'm looking around and doing what I'm told that I do, and it felt spongy and sticky. And I found my garage door key. It's weird though. She came on my hand, which was so rude. I just had a manicure. And then she dumped me because I wouldn't fuck her up the ass. Look at me now. The thing is, you have to be careful with women because they have feelings, right? Which is why they're not funny. Although you can't really mystery solve it. You can't guess at anyone's gender. Everyone's gender fluid. I wouldn't mind a bit of gender fluid all over me, motherfucker. But everybody's right. I say maybe that you're a woman, but that's offensive. Although maybe you're a guy inside or a black lesbian in a fucking wheelchair with one leg. I don't give a shit. We all survived Grenfell. Well, we've all got strengths, we've all got weaknesses. We're all fucking retarded. We're all like a bit downy. We all are. We're all like a little downy light. Like we all are. We're all a bit like, I can't believe it's not downy. We all are, right? So we all make mistakes. If I call you a woman, you have to fucking forgive me. Forgive Louis C.K. Forgive people for making fucking mistakes. If that is a mistake, are you a woman, madam?
Yes.
Look, you are. I'm right. But if you buy a penis, it makes sense because it pays for itself in 2 years. The thing is, I'm just warning you now, the surgery is difficult, just so you know. You know how they do it, right? They take the vagina and they talk some sense into it. So I'm just And what's your job, Closet? What do you do? What's your job? Delivery driver. Oh, that's nice. And what do you deliver? Other than charm and...
Shopping for Ocado.
Shopping for Ocado. Oh, like for waitress and all that shit.
Yeah, all that.
Oh, like. And do you eat all that expensive, overpriced avocado food and stuff? All that? Do you do it?
Do I have it?
Yeah, do you have that?
Yeah, sometimes.
You're flirting with me already. Daddy's working. Well, that's nice. Maybe you'll deliver some produce to my house at some point.
Depends what it is.
It depends on what it is. Oh, what do you deliver? Like, what?
Well, I don't know. It depends what you want.
Now the show gets interesting. All right, so I'm a low-carb, high-protein diet. Can you, you're out of what, sir?
We're out of stock.
You're out of stock. I'm still gonna make you bleed. It is. He's gonna kick my ass after this show, if I'm lucky. But it is strange. Actually, we could have used, because we were driving in California, we could have used a good driver. I don't drive much. My husband and I we're on all these windy roads and shit. And we're trying to find a place to dump my, And we stopped at a petrol. We stopped at thank you. We stopped at a petrol station. Someone's glass eye just fell out of their fucking skull. We stopped at a petrol station, and this guy gave me attitude like I didn't belong in my home state. This is why I don't want to live in the U.S. because everything's identity politics. Everything's about where you're from, what do you sound like, where you go to school, all that shit, right? And this guy's like, so where are you from? Where are you from? Riding around. Where are you from? Yeah. Where are you from? Well, originally I was born in San Francisco, which is about 30 fucking years that way. So anyway. Just fill the tank, my dead stepmom, my husband will be zippity zappity on. Wait a minute, San Francisco, hold everything. So all them homosexuals. Right, boys, right. Right. That's wrong, goddamn homosexual. Wait a minute. You're wearing shoes. I think that means you're a goddamn passport, and then liberal voting, goddamn white wine drinking homosexual. Me, that's crazy. No, I'm a delivery person. It's the same. It depends on what you want, though. Listen, you guys, thank you for staying. If you're not, listen, what we learned from tonight is if you're not laughing, you're learning. Am I right? You've been incredibly patient. Thanks for having such a lovely response.